All right, so, oh my God, it's Itazan versus Momochi. Only one of these guys can make it out on loser's side. Only one of these guys can make it out on loser's side. So one of them is not going to make top 8. And Itazan, of course, being a thorn in the side of many of the Japanese players, especially Nemo. And in fact, I think at Topanga that Itazan did beat Momochi. I think it was like 7-3 or 7-4, if I'm not mistaken. I will double check before I give out incorrect numbers.
You mean alternate facts? Alternate frame data? I do that all the time.
Alternate frame data.
I give alternate frame data all the time. So I apologize for that, but that's the world that we live in.
There's a lot of numbers in this game.
I know.
It's hard to remember all these numbers.
It's flexing on him. Gets the SPD. Retains his corner control. Okay, headbutt. Oh, that's going to get punished on the way down? Yes, it does. With the EX, then you get good frame advantage. Gets 2 hit confirms off that double jab. A buff here in Season 2, making the Lariat a much more effective move in the match. Not only is a combo ender.
Right. Big life deficit for Momochi right now. Has a lot of work cut out for him. And
there you go. You could not do that in Season 1 from so far away. Whoa!
It actually works against fireballs.
Yes, as it was intended to do.
As a means of helping him combo against crouching characters from further away.
Wow. And you can see Itazan spending a lot of the time conditioning his opponent to block the low light punch as he advances, and that allows him to dash in and go for that surprise SPD, even for a veteran player such as Momochi.
Oh no, actually, I had the score right. It was 7-4, but Momochi won that
Momochi won, all right.
Momochi won that. My bad. Apologies. Alternative results. Alternative results. Alright, has him in the corner now, close to stun, but you know what? He's not going to push it too hard. A lot of players sometimes when they get close to that stun, they push too hard for it, and it ends up being their downfall.
Yeah, the stun bar for a lot of beginner players is sort of like, okay, green light, I want to achieve that stun. You'll see a lot of veteran players actually back off and make their opponent create a critical mistake and then use that against them, but they're never that anxious. What?
Oh, Itabashi.
Double
he's ridiculous.
read. Yeah.
He's ridiculous, and he's got to cancel that to make it safe. That's why there was that cancel to the
Oh, running, okay.
But he was so scared that Momochi was going to keep hitting buttons. Just walk up SPD.
Maximum range.
That jab SPD, so he gets nothing after that. Tries to jab, and an EX fireball. He's in. He's in. And what a throw.
Oh, no! And he had pressed the move and just sucked in at the right moment with the trigger.
Wow. And Itabashi. Look, he tried to get revenge against Fudo. Fudo definitely beat Itabashi in Topanga, but Fudo was still he still prevailed. So let's see if Itabashi can get revenge against Momochi here.
That low light punch. Yeah, so a lot of these matches that you see between these top Japanese players are actually runbacks from Topanga. So you'll see some funny stuff that only occurs in ultra long sets, but they've already gotten the general game plan of their opponent and their tendencies. So you're going to see a lot of crazy stuff here.
Yeah, they already have a lot of that experience.
Tops is out.
Even though this technically is like the second game they played against each other, this is really kind of like the 13th or 14th game very recently that they played against each other. Because trust me, they haven't forgotten all of everything that happened at Topanga.
Ooh, keeps him grounded with the headbutt.
Okay, he's going to be able to get a nice damage and confirm off of this. Zangief, of course, with a large amount of health, so he can take that a little bit better than other characters.
There's so much real estate on the stage to cover before he can really effectively, cancels it to make it safe.
Again, Momochi not hit confirming the back medium punch as well as he has in the past. Oh my god! Wow. He was trying to get him to jump.
And SPD actually would have made it.
Yeah.
I mean, if you think about the quick decision making that Itazan has to make after he does that advancing little hop knee, whether or not he's given his opponent enough time to react and wants to make him jump away, or he successfully caught him with his pants down, if you will. and can go for the SBD. So a lot of decision making made in milliseconds.
2 SPDs. Went for the third one. Momochi's not going to get caught by that. Here we go. Throw in the corner. This is that throw loop that Momochi did. At Topanga against Mago. He had like 5 in a row. Ooh, he tried to fake it, but he's going to be able to confirm into the V trigger. Big damage. What does he go for? He goes for the damage. Instead of any reset. Delayed SPD. Delayed SPD will block an uppercut on wake up, but then also have the right timing to catch backdashes as well. Beautiful stuff for Itabashi. Itabashi's actually at match point now if he can take this round.
Now, one important distinction from Topanga is I believe they play in head-to-head, but here in a final round they're sitting very close to each other, and that proximity, able to see the other opponent's movements with the peripheral vision.
Right, you don't even try to. It's not even intentional. You just kind of see them move the motions, and it sends signals into your brain right away.
And of course, they're in a studio environment there in Japan, but here the hollering and hooting of the crowd behind them certainly adds a new dimension to this matchup.
Trying to slowly walk Momochi further and further into the corner. Oh, he's right over there. Wasn't a counter hit though. So
Momochi can one hit confirm with the low medium kick into the CA. Oh, that usually was it.
Yeah, he's trying for it now. Looks like he's gonna get out of the corner.
Wow.
Yeah,
and he didn't try to add any additional damage after that successful Tatsu. Just shows you how much he wants to get out of it.
It's so scary right now.
Oh,
he's that max punish! Yes! He goes for the max punish there! Off of the fierce! He was just waiting for that! Gets the full combo into critical art! Momochi!
That has to be character specific, right?
Tall characters. Tall characters.
Tall, and unfortunate, burly characters.
Has to be at that range. The fierce has to hit like that. So the Tatsu catches in the middle of its arc. And that look from Momochi was like, yeah, I did that. That happened. Deal with it.
And, the practice that it takes to pull that off in a real match. I remember Momochi had sort of lost at the ESL 1, and then he went immediately back to Japan and then climbed like 10,000 fight points on CFN. And, that's what separates people from doing tech on training videos that they released on Twitter and YouTube. To do it in an actual match takes so much armor there.
Almost
broken up.
had the ability to absorb all the hits, but yeah, that uppercut, too many hits on that one.
One thing to know the tech, but to do it in a critical match against a top-level player requires so much preparation.
I've always mentioned, training dummies are sitting there. You have everything set up in your most comfortable position to land these things, but it's in the middle of a match. Oh, he just got caught by that.
Yeah.
That's going to kill him. Wow. I'm not sure what Momochi did. Like, was he trying to jump, or did he just...
Looked like some forward movement there. Just got caught into the vortex.
And Itabashi at match point again. Momochi had been making ridiculous comebacks all weekend long, but was sent to losers by it was Phenom that he lost to, right?
Yep. Got him again.
Oh boy, yeah. Jab SPD though, no follow-up afterwards. You just see him walk up there.
Walking his punch to the corner. And
no anti-air from Momochi. That happened against Phenom a bunch of times too. Momochi's anti-air reactions have been a little bit on the slow side today, but look at all this meter. He has all this V trigger. If Itabashi whiffs that fierce again, we're going to see another amazing Momochi.
Oh,
he got the jump in! There it is! We are going to plant a Momochi tree, and Itabashi is going to move on in loser's bracket. Momochi, Echo Fox's Momochi has been eliminated from final round.